Hi everyone, so I just uploaded the long vowel QR code review to our store, and so I thought I'd take a few minutes since I haven't done it in a while and share with you what exactly the QR code activities are and how you can use them in your classroom to review phonics. So the activity comes with a set of test cards, and it comes with the cover so you know which set this is, and then it comes with 10 QR codes, and then the last one is the answer key as well. And then I also have 3 different differentiated recording sheets to go along with the activity, since some students may be more comfortable and familiar and fluent with whatever phonics pattern you're working on. So I have one sheet where there's a word bank provided, so the words are already there and the students are reading through and practicing their reading of the words to figure out which word best fits in to go along with the picture or the sentence. And then I also have another one where it tells the students the amount of letters that are needed for each word. So the word isn't provided, but it does provide some help to let them know how many letters there are. And then I also have one that has just the line. So I have a phonics QR code activity for a large majority of the phonics patterns that we teach in 1st and 2nd grade, and I'm actually able to use them 2 times in the classroom. So let me share with you how I do that. So for the QR codes, you do need to have some devices in your classroom. I have a one-to-one classroom, but that's not necessary for these activities. For a lot of the times that we use in a 1-to-2 environment, and then when I use them in centers, you really only need 1 or 2 devices when you're using them there. And your device also needs to have a QR scanner. There's lots of free options available. Our iPads at school have 2 different QR code scanners, and one of them is so much better than the other one, and I will share and show you why. So the first one that we have here is the QR code reader, and this one's a little trickier. So when we open it up and they have a code that they scan, so they get to a link and they have to click on that link. So I know it's really difficult to see, but they see this open URL right there, and then once they click that, it will take them to the picture. The second one we have is the QR scanner right there, and that one's a lot simpler because once they scan the code, the picture pops right up so they can see it right there. So the first time we go through the activity is after I have taught the phonics role. For that week, I put the codes around the room, and it's like a scan the room activity, and I put them into pairs or groups of 3. And when I put them into pairs, one person is the scanner, and so one of them is the scanner with the iPad, and the other one has a clipboard with the sheet. I usually start with sheet C since it's the first time that they've seen them, depending on the level of my students. And so then one person scans and they talk about it and they're working together. And then after they have scanned 5, they don't have to be in order, but once they've scanned 5, then they switch roles, and then the person that was the scanner becomes the recorder, and the recorder becomes the scanner. So that way they both have a chance to scan because everyone loves to scan them. So within this QR code set, there are some that just have still pictures where they have to write what the picture is, and then there are some then that have sentences where they have to figure out the word that goes within the sentence, and they look like this. So then once the pairs or the groups are done with their sheet, they've gone through all of the codes, then they bring it up to me and they show me their sheet, and then they go ahead and they scan the answer key code, and then they work together to check their answers and check their work. So the scan the room activity is the first way I like to use the phonics QR codes. The second way is in my guided reading centers. I have one center that's specifically for the phonics QR codes, and I spiral them. So I take the phonics lesson that I taught and I wait about 2 weeks, and then I take those QR codes and I put them into my guided reading center for that week. And then my students are practicing that phonics sound again in the guided reading center, but I give them a different sheet. So usually I let them choose between sheet B or sheet A. So this is just a sampling of some of the ones that I have in my store. I have a lot of different choices, and you can see that I have a colored option, and then you can also print black and white onto colored paper to save some ink too. So if this seems like something that you might be interested in for your kiddos in your classroom, definitely go ahead and take a look at the link in our profile and go ahead and download the long vowel review freebie and try it out. I do also have a short vowel review freebie in our store too that you can try out and let me know what you think. And if you download, definitely be sure to leave some feedback. I'd love to hear what you thought. Be sure to send me a message as well if you'd like. And also, if you think about any other phonics or math-related QR codes that you'd like, let me know. I'd love to create some more for you all.